Picture this: a legendary coach walks into a club on the brink of collapse, sparks a fire that ignites records and dreams, only to get the boot in a move so cold it freezes the blood of every Broncos fan. Kevin Walters, the man who almost snatched that elusive premiership, just dropped a bombshell that'll leave you reeling. What secrets is he spilling now? Stick around, because this tale of betrayal and unbreakable grit is about to unfold like nothing you've ever heard. If that hook hit you like a thunderous Reese Walsh try, hit subscribe right now and turn on notifications for Aussie NRL updates. We're your front row seat to the rawest NRL stories straight from down under. Now, let's dive in. Kevin Walters stepped into the Broncos' den back in 2021, staring down a squad that was unraveling faster than a cheap jersey in the wash. Players scattered, morale in the gutter, and the club teetering on irrelevance. He called it straight: they were a basket case, a chaotic mess begging for a miracle worker. But Kevvie? He didn't just patch the leaks, he rebuilt the entire ship from the hull up. Membership numbers skyrocketed, sponsorship deals poured in like rain in Queensland summer, and crowds roared louder than ever, shattering attendance records left and right. Under his watch, the Broncos clawed their way to the 2023 Grand Final, hearts pounding as they fell agonizingly short against the Panthers. Fans tasted glory for the first time in years, and Walters became the heartbeat of Brisbane Rugby League. Yet, whispers started swirling in the shadows, doubts from the boardroom, murmurs that his touch was too gentle, too forgiving. Was the man who forged steel from rust about to get melted down himself? Hold that thought, because 2024 was coming like a storm no one saw brewing. Fast forward to a season that started with promise but crumbled under the weight of injuries and inconsistency. The Broncos missed the finals, a gut punch that echoed through Red Hill. And then, in a decision that stunned the league, Walters was sacked brutally, unceremoniously, like discarding a champion after one stumble. He poured his soul into that club, dragged it from the abyss, only to watch the axe fall without a flicker of loyalty. In a raw interview that cuts deeper than any haka, Kevvie laid it bare: disappointment doesn't even cover it. He fixed everything, broke every record, built a fortress of fan love, and still, they pulled the plug. But here's the twist that'll make your jaw drop: they went on to win the 2025 premiership under his replacement. Expected it? Sure, he says, but oh, the sting of knowing he could have been the one hoisting that trophy. Loyalty? Shattered. Faith? Non-existent. As Walters licked his wounds, transitioning to the Kangaroos' hot seat, a fire reignited in his belly. Unfinished business, he growls, with both club and country. But wait, those vicious claims flying his way? The ones labeling him soft, too lenient for the big dance? Brace yourself, because his clapback is pure dynamite. Enter the elephant in the room: the soft accusations. Pundits and insiders sneered that Walters let the rock star vibes run wild. Reese Walsh painting nails, players expressing flair without the iron fist. Too cozy, they said, not hard enough to crush souls into premiership gold. Michael Maguire swoops in with his drill sergeant edge, and boom, success follows. Garbage, Walters fires back, his voice laced with the scorn of a warrior scorned. You don't rack up 5 premierships as a player or turn a basket case into contenders by being a pushover. It's about bonds, not brutality, relationships that bind players to the cause, letting them breathe as long as they bleed for the team. Paint your nails, skip the curfew drama, just don't cross the line into chaos. Echoing Wayne Bennett's golden rules: right gear, on time, out of jail. Simple, savage in its effectiveness. Kevvie laughs off the jabs, his track record a shield forged in fire, the Ashes triumphs with the Kangaroos proving his mettle anew. But as he eyes the decider against England, a shadow lingers: will the Broncos' betrayal fuel a revenge arc, or haunt him forever? The plot thickens, mate. And speaking of revenge, let's talk that Kangaroos glow up. Walters didn't wallow, he channeled the herd into national pride, steering the green machine through the Ashes with grit that silenced doubters. Victories stacked like trophies, his unique style different, unyielding, shining brighter than ever. Players connect, execute, conquer. It's the same magic he wove in Brisbane, now exported to the test arena. Yet, every win stings a little sweeter, a quiet nod to the club that discarded him. Unfinished business with the NRL? You bet rumors swirl of a prodigal return, but not before he settles scores on the international stage. Imagine this: Saturday's clash with England, the decider hanging by a thread, Walters plotting moves that could etch his name eternal. A try-saving tackle, a game-winning call. Will it be the moment he proves the Broncos wrong for good? Or does the past claw back, threatening to derail it all? The tension builds, fans on the edge, because in rugby league, heroes rise from the ashes of betrayal. As the dust settles on his Broncos saga, one truth burns eternal: Kevin Walters is no victim, but a phoenix mid-flight. From basket case savior to Kangaroos commander, his journey screams resilience, a masterclass in turning daggers into drive. The soft label? Buried under a mountain of wins and wisdom. Brisbane's 2025 glory? A bittersweet echo of what might have been, but Kevvie's already scripting his own epic. What's next, a blockbuster comeback, or a legacy etched in green and gold? You won't want to miss a second. If this story fired you up, drop a like, share with your footy crew, and subscribe to Aussie NRL updates for the hottest NRL breakdowns, exclusives, and drama that hits harder than a state of origin brawl. We're just getting started. Hit that bell, and let's keep the conversation roaring in the comments. What's your take on Kevvie's raw truth? Broncos fans, are you regretting that call? See you next time, legends.